I guess I'm not just bringing you one video today because Cryptomaniac 101 on or on Twitter. If you don't follow him, go follow him. Always releasing great content, and this is such a great mashup. I love it. You guys got to see this, and this is actually really exciting, um, because the strings. I love it when people connect strings together and find these beautiful little webs, right? So I'm just gonna jump right in the video for you guys. You can listen to I know it's Donald Trump. I know he's a politician slash political figure right now, but hey, he's the president also, right? So what he's saying, it's kind of a big deal, especially the way he's saying it, right?
And we're now working with Congress to pass legislation that ends surprise medical billing. And we're going to have another big announcement in 2 weeks, unrelated, but something that's going to have a profound effect on the things that we're talking about and have been talking about over the last 2.5 years. 2.5 years. It's going to be something really incredible. That'll take place over the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It'll be a very big announcement. Nobody knows what it is. It's going to be a big surprise, but it's going to be a very pleasant one.
Everybody laughs.
As far as the currency devaluations, I've been complaining about that for a long time. And I believe that we will all eventually, and probably very much sooner than a lot of people understand or think, we will be all at a level playing field. Because that's the only way it's fair. That's the only way that you can fairly compete in trade and other things. Other things.
And the liquidity in digital assets could be applied to actually make that much more democratized and a level playing field.
We will be all at a level playing field.
It's in a level playing field.
Level playing field.
It's in a level playing field.
Level playing field, right? 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 Ladies and gentlemen, what's in 2 weeks from when this was made? G20! Welcome to the financial revolution. Now here's where things get really exciting. I didn't ever see this, and I'm gonna go find this interview to make sure that that's exactly what's going on. And even if it's not, I still want to hear this interview just to hear what else was presented in this, because I don't remember hearing from this individual.
Rough time frames. I know you guys have been working to get this system implemented. What are they telling you roughly in terms of how quickly they could be partners on implementation?
I think this, the end of maybe this quarter, beginning of next quarter, they're going to start to light up. You know, they all have multiple systems.
Right.
So it's been tough. I think FIS has told us they're doing what's called mass enablement, so they will be able to light up.
Mass enablement, though. Really? Do tell more. Please, stop pausing. Do tell us more.
All of their cores simultaneously, mass enablement, so they will be able to light up, I think, all of their cores simultaneously.
Is simultaneously mean instantly? Does that mean the same thing? I think it does. You know that the switch they talk about flipping? It's a very good possibility that might actually happen. But we're not planning for that, right? But what's important for all you to remember out there is this is why I don't have a short-term cash out point, because I'm not setting, sell point, I'm not setting out sell walls, right, to cash out as the price goes up. I'm waiting to see what the price does first, and then I'll pass judgment on how to engage with my digital assets, how to cash out if I'm going to, even, right? We don't know what the financial institutions have planned behind the scenes, but this video stands as evidence, breaking down multiple quotes from the president as well as individuals in the financial, regulatory agency, the groups that are individuals who are actually partaking in these conversations, what I'm trying to say. and also have, insider knowledge of how these systems are being, implemented in a way that is going to enable them to, just flip a switch and instant liquidity. Instant liquidity. How much liquidity? That's the question, ladies and gentlemen. How much is going to be the initial liquidity switch? How high does it go when 10%, 20%, 30% of all liquidity in the world becomes sourced through this new decentralized ecosystem with the Interledger protocol that is integrating all of them together with this one liquidity solution that underpins them all and provides liquidity to all on the ILP. That XRP digital ledger that also functions as a decentralized exchange. Thus, each of those stablecoins that plugs in, that stablecoin's value is being added to the Ripple liquidity value, even when it's in that fiat. That's the beauty of the DEX. That's why the DEX is there. So that that system can engulf all value that is programmed into it. That's the beauty of this blockchain revolution. That's why people need to really keep in mind just how much value we can dump into one of these things, because your house can be added to it. Your house is only as valuable as the mortgage you can take out against it. But now, when your house is registered to a blockchain, it will be divisible into as small a piece as you need to exchange for liquidity, for whatever, for value, real world spending cash, for whatever it is that you need. Now, obviously, you're borrowing against your house still, but, now it's going to be now you aren't going to need a bank to give you that liquidity. You're just going to be able to do it because you have your house registered to that blockchain. And so you borrow against it as you so choose without having to go to the bank and sign up with this interest rate and all this nonsense that's going to be associated with it, right? No, you become your own bank. That's the beauty of the blockchain revolution. That's the beauty of the Interledger protocol. That's the beauty of a decentralized asset that has a decentralized exchange built on top of it, baked into it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's something big coming. And I'm not comfortable saying the dollar values that something big could take us to. Not yet. But it does appear that it's right around the corner. It does appear that this system is going to be rolled out this year. Does that happen the second it breaks news in June? Or do they wait a few weeks? Do they scale it up, just to ensure all systems are go? Or do they literally flip that switch that we're hearing and everybody's just on, the value's there immediately, and suddenly sudden wealth syndrome kicks in for a lot of us? Be optimistic. Be pessimistic. Both at the same time. Hope for the best, but expect the worst, and plan for everything in between, right? It's the only way you can even attempt to plan for everything in between, is by hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. That's why it's a saying. So, as always, I've been Jade. I hope you enjoyed this. This is a hype video, really, right? It's hype. So, I hope you enjoyed this hype video. It is, I don't think wrong, because we are on the verge of a revolution, and it is my opinion that anybody who buys XRP below $10, they're going to be really happy with themselves within a few years. It might not be, if you buy at $8 in the next 5 months or whatever, it might be a little bit scary. But as long as you hold on to that, it will pay off in the end, and it will pay off big. If you get in below $10, you're in big. This particular asset has so much room to run upwards. It's not even funny. It's not most of us in the ecosystem, who I've been spending almost a year solid researching nothing but XRP, and I still can't place a top dollar value on it yet. Every time I try, I find some other thing that comes in the mix. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a whole new multiplier from the 4 digits I already found that we could go to at some point in the future. That's not saying that the switch is going to be flipped when we're at 4 digits, right? But it can mature to that. And I keep finding multipliers. That whether that multiplier means it's a times 2 or a times 1.3, I can't say, right? I'm not going to say, rather. But there are multipliers that stack on top of that 4 digits figure that I've found already. And that 4-digit figure is still not the entire ecosystem on this thing. That's how crazy big this is. There's a reason why Digital Asset Investor says that XRP is the investment opportunity of 10 lifetimes. Because it is. It's the investment opportunity realistically of 20 lifetimes. It's insane how rare an opportunity like what we're witnessing presents itself to the world. And what blows my mind even more is how few people are even willing to acknowledge it as a reality, as a potential. And those of us who are in right now, we're in so early, it's terrifying. It's terrifying to me to think about the kind of responsibility I'm going to have because of the kind of liquidity I'm going to come into, the kind of wealth I'm going to come into possession of. And I only hope to be able, that's why I'm taking this time to make this channel more than anything, so that I can inspire others to join the same journey with me and join this journey in an intelligent way that ensures that once you get your piece of the pie, not only do you hold on to it, but that you're able to share it with others while still keeping your piece of the pie. That's the ultimate goal here. To get for yourself, but to also to be able to give to others out there, so that we can focus on a more human approach to economics, to finance. Because when those of us who are in now rise to those positions of power, we will have the power to change the world, especially if we come together as a group focused on the betterment of everybody and not just ourselves. That's how you can really change the world. Right here, this kind of event is how you change the world. And I hope that you're going to join me on that change. Could I be wrong? Could I be completely wrong that Ripple is the one that's being done behind the scenes? I could, absolutely. Maybe I'm just convinced of a conspiracy. But here's the thing. I've entertained the notion that I've been convinced of a conspiracy. I spend time trying to debunk this thing for myself all the time. LibraCoin, I tried to rationalize a way for LibraCoin to sync XRP. And within 24 hours, I was right back to being like, no, there's nothing that's going to stand in this company's way. Nothing that's going to stand in Ripple Labs' way of making XRP the new global currency, the new global liquidity source. It's happening. It's in all the documents. It's in all the videos. The proof is in the pudding. And I've been tasting that pudding for the last year. It's right there in front of you. There's going to be people that say I'm drinking the Kool-Aid with this video, but you know what? There's some truth in that Kool-Aid. Anybody that's actually drank the mind-opening Kool-Aid, not the one that kills you, knows there's truth in that Kool-Aid. And there's truth in this Kool-Aid. What's fake? What's delusional? It's hard to say. But all conspiracies are rooted in some truth. And I'm pretty certain that the truth inherent in this conspiracy is that Ripple is the one that's going to win, and is winning the race to, this new gold race, this new gold rush, this digital asset rush, right? It is the new gold rush because it's the new tangible thing, the new store of value, and everybody's trying to get their piece of that pie. So I hope you get yours before the masses get in. That's really why this video is being made. It's for you who have not yet gotten into the cryptocurrency revolution. And I'm showing you right now this video saying that it's right here. And I'm telling you the crypto that they're talking about based upon documents and interviews and panels, which I've broke down in all of my channel. If you are not familiar with XRP, please go watch my videos. I've done so many already just in the last month so that I can help those of you who are new in the space learn about this thing, right? So, as always, if you've enjoyed my content and you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe and ring that bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest XRP related content. I pride myself in being as non-biased as possible. And so when I say that, please understand that that's not me saying that I'm an infallible being who will not ever have an opinion of my own that is not totally rooted in fact, but that I will do my best to inform you whenever those are just opinions, so that you are able to make your own decision based upon knowing what I've presented as opinion versus what I've presented as observable evidence, right? So, as always, I'm Jade. You've been watching The Martian Report. If you enjoyed my content, be sure to hit that like. And as always, I will see all of you in my next video on Mars.